GVN gang, welcome back, welcome back. I know I've been away for another fucking 6 months. I'm trying to get back into this shit. Got a lot going on, so I'm trying to sort all that stuff out as well. Obviously, camera's fucking with me too, so sorry about the quality if it's shit. If I have a red face, I don't know what's going on. I have a red face, that's it. Today, I'm making like a Roddy Ricch type of loop. I don't really make these loops very often, but this one I kind of fucked with, so I decided to make a video about it. Very, very simple loop to create. Helps with your creativity when you're trying to make different beats, different loops, stuff like that. It's not the same generic shit. As you know, pianos and stuff can get pretty boring, so and that's my favorite thing to make, so sometimes I just go out of the blue and make like a yeet beat or this, for example. This is what the loop sounds like just by itself. So the first melody is just a plain guitar. This one is from the Contact Bank. I think it is, yeah, Evolution Modern Nylon. It's just a full of piece preset. So it's just a minor chord into another minor chord, and that's just 5 semitones down. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Sorry, yeah, 4, 5. 5 semitones down. So pretty much I've just copied this over and went down 5 semitones. So this is what the guitar sounds like just by itself. And it's just got a lot of strumming, very, very basic, no craziness. It's just very, very basic notes, just with a couple of presets on it as well, which I'll show you in a sec. But this is what it sounds like just by itself. We've just got a EQ on it, which takes out the lows, which it does have a lot of lows, just a basic reverb. And Guitar Rig 6, which I've been using a little bit recently. But that is the shifters preset. If you don't have presets, I would highly advise you use them. Obviously, you need to use presets on the majority of your beats. Unless they're very, very straightforward, or the sound already sort of is already filtered, so you don't really need to do much. But that's sort of how this guitar sounds just by itself. So the next one is the same guitar, same presets, nothing changes. It's just the top note and probably the most interesting part of the beat, which is like that Spanish strum. This is pretty much how you make those beats. So pretty much copy the note. So just hit Control Shift and then left click, and then copy the note, and then hit Alt A, which will pull up the arpeggiator, and you can just time manipulate whatever you want. So it will just change on the type of beat you're making and the tempo of the beat, etc. So that's all sort of adjusted with time manipulation. So that's what I've done with this. And then the velocities are just adjusted. So I just right click, hold right click, and then go up to here, and then let go right click when I'm done. So it just pans the guitar in with a lot of different strums, and then all I have done here is just drop this down an octave and then move the notes around a slight bit, so you can see it's still E6 to E5, and then it's just, yeah, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, C sharp. It's very, 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 very similar. It just helps with a bit of variation in the actual song, because you want there to be some change up. You don't just want it to be very, very plain, unless you're making beats like Yeats and stuff like that, where it is very plain and basic, or like a basic piano beat, for example, but this is not it. So this is what the guitar sounds like just by itself. So I think that puts in perspective, it's like, you know what I mean? It's not the same thing over and over again. It is, but it's just in a different variation. So that's the guitar lead just by itself. So the next sound we're using is a sound from the Contact as well. I've pretty much used everything is Contact besides the next two instruments. This is called Rev. This has a bunch of reverse instruments, reverse guitars, etc. Just everything in reverse, which is sort of, it's good to have in some beats just to change up a little bit of the sounds that are going on. So So this one here is called Gentle. It's very, very basic. I haven't done anything crazy. It's literally just two notes, but it sort of adds a little bit of a texture in the background, which is sort of what I wanted to go with. I wanted to have like a main guitar with a little bit of a sound in the background. So this is what it sounds like just by itself. it's a lot better to be basic at beats than it is to be complex, as I've started to learn over the course, because you're making complex beats. It's a lot harder for people to rap on. You need to be very, very open, and you need to have a lot of space for the artist to actually use it. They can't just use something that's going crazy unless they want to, but it's very, very odd that us artists will use something that's very complex, and that's something I've learned the hard way. So that is what it sounds like just by itself. So the next instrument, again, is something very, very basic. Only 2 notes, nothing crazy. As I said, being basic is a good thing sometimes. This one is more of a texture, so another texture in the background. It's called Enter the Cave. It's on Analog Labs 5. I like it. It works well with this beat. And to be honest, the darker it gets with these beats, the better it is to have like little textures every now and again. I was going to put like a wolf howling and shit, but that can come another time. But this is sort of just for this tutorial. This is what it sounds like just by itself. So it's got that very, very Enter the Cave type of vibe. I feel like it works very well with that loop. So that's why I put it in here. Just a bit of experimenting and stuff, but that is the sound just by itself. The next sound, again, is just ambience. One note, the 1 and the 2. This is called Putin ambience. I know Putin, fuck Putin, but this sound is very, very good. Works very well with this beat as well. As I said, you can add a lot of textures and different things to this beat. You can add little vocals here and there. I didn't have any vocals at the time, so I made this purely off of what I thought worked best. I got arcade again, so I'm going to try and use it every now and again. But arcade is very, very overused in my opinion. So I'm trying to get better at like make my own sounds, making my own vocals as well. I mean, I don't have a great voice, but that's what filters are for. So this is what this ambient sounds just like by itself. So I don't think I'll put anything too crazy on here. I think it's just a vintage verb and EQ, and same for the last 2. Has been maybe RC20 on one and Guitar Rig on the other. I realised I forgot to mention what presets I put on the Contact, Reverse, and the Analog Lab, but it's literally just a bunch of EQs to cut out the lows or cut out the highs, whatever it is for this. For this instance, it's the lows and the highs. I'm trying to get like a middle ground. I don't want to have too many lows or too many highs. You want to balance your beats out a bit. So this is what the ambient sounds just like by itself. You can see it doesn't really do a lot, but at the end, you sort of have all these little textures in the background that sort of add up to a bigger sound. So you're complementing each sound together to sort of have like an end result, as opposed to having all these crazy sounds and none of them working together. But these do work together in this instance. So that is it for the loop, guys. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you want to see. So I'm trying to get better at sort of doing stuff on the spot. So please throw anything out to me that you want to see. Whatever I do, I'll try and relay back to you guys. I think I'm probably going to do like a Rod Wave one next, or like a 2C one, just sort of like an emotional love song type of beat. Because I haven't done one of those for Rod Wave and 2C. I don't think on this channel. I did one for 2C a long time ago, but that was when I wasn't that great at making melodies and stuff like that. So I will do another video. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me why I'm shit, because if I'm shit, then you guys aren't happy, and that's not what I want. My camera cut out. I don't know what's going on. I need to figure out this shit ASAP because this camera is doing my head in. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.